Hey everybody, what's up? It's early in the morning on Sunday, so I was like, you know what, I'm in the best mood to make a video and I want to review Scandal. So let's get into it on Scandal season 3 episode 2 review. Okay, so that past episode this past Thursday was absolutely crazy. Like, it was so much stuff that happened. How I remember it starting off was this guy who walks inside of the White House, and then they tackle him down like, you gotta get up out of here, and then they release him, but he says something about this like secret mission thing. I'll probably put the name of it right here because I forgot the name of it, but it comes to find out that Olivia's dad, who was commander, was in on it. And then he goes and he visits him and he tells him that I can get you a meeting with the president, but you can't be going making these crazy moves into the White House trying to get to the Oval Office and get yourself tackled and get us all in trouble with the government. Besides that, Olivia goes to the White House that day, and I guess she's going, I can't remember what specific reason, but she walks in and there's this lady, I think her name was Crystal, and her son was one of the members of the, I guess the Army or the Navy or something like that, and he was at home, and all of a sudden the FBI went and killed him, and they told him that he was a terrorist. Well, she believed with all her heart that her son could not have been a terrorist and that he was a good person. And what happened was, she was like, you know what, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to bomb everybody in here who got my son killed. And Olivia walks in and she's like, you know what, you can die too, Olivia. And Olivia's like in there crying, and then the government is like, they're outside, SWAT team, everybody, FBI, CIA. Olivia just tells her, you know, we can get this sorted out, but you have to get rid of these explosives and these bombs and all of this other stuff. So the girl, she does not want to do it. She's like, you know what, I'm gonna kill us all. We're all gonna die because my son is dead and you guys don't deserve to live for killing him. So the president and everything gets involved, and long story short, the president calls Olivia on the phone, but Olivia doesn't say this to her, and he says, you know what, she's right, her son wasn't a terrorist, but because of all this grimy stuff done within the government, they had to put the blame on somebody. So getting him killed was like saying that he's a terrorist to blow over all the bad dirt that they were doing. And then Olivia was like, you know what, we are supposed to be a country and these men and women, they fight for us. She was so upset at the president, like, these men and women fight for us, and at the same time we're getting them killed just so we don't have to put the karma and the blame all up on our back. They say to this girl, she said, your son was a terrorist, and she says no, and then she hits the bomb. But luckily she hits the bomb after Olivia walks out of the room, so Olivia doesn't get any, you know, serious injuries. Or Huck, last episode, he had found out that Olivia's dad is commander. When he found out that Olivia's dad was commander, he was like, Olivia, I can't, he was like, it's so hard to live with himself right now because he has no, what's the word? He didn't get to deal with it. He hasn't been able to cope with everything. So this past episode, he walks out in the middle of the street and he sets up to kill Olivia's father. Only thing about it is he walks up onto him and then he just walks away, and then he's just like, it's like, why everybody's like, why didn't you do it? So then he goes to the next location of where he was, and he turns around and he holds the gun at him like that, and he gets ready to shoot, and then he just freezes up again, and then the guy just walks off. So it's like, he goes to Olivia and then he breaks out crying, saying after all that he's done, he still controls him. You know, he still has that control in his mind, and he thought that he escaped it, and he thought that he could be able to get payback for all the hurt that he's caused him by killing this guy that still in his mind controls him, and he's not even able to do what he wants to do the most. Jake was at Olivia's house, and Olivia's just like, you can't be here, like, how did you even get out? And he's like, I don't know why they let me out or who released me or anything like that. Olivia's like, are they setting you up to watch me? He's like, I have no idea personally. And he's like, I do not know. And Olivia's just like, oh my God, what you doing here? They don't never let nobody go. You lying to me, and I can't do this, and I can't deal with this, and my head is just everywhere. And he's like, Olivia, I'm just as clueless as you are, but what you cannot do is sit over here and panic and act crazy. Let's just figure this thing out. We're gonna work it out. So that's Jake is back. And last but not least, the situation of after, I thought this was funny, after the hostages and Olivia got released, it's late at night and Millie Millie's drunk, and then she walks in the room on Fitz, and she sits down, and she said, he was like, are you unhappy that you didn't get what you wanted? And she was like, what are you talking about? He was like, Olivia Pope didn't die today. And she was like, that's not what I wanted. She said, as long as Olivia is alive, she is your flaw. So if Olivia was to die, she would have died as a hero trying to, you know, fix America, and that's the last thing that Millie wanted. She said, so as long as Olivia is alive, I'm gonna just continue to be Millie and bring you down. So I can't wait to see the rest of the drama involving their relationship, and everything seems to be heating up for Scandal this season. This had to be one of my favorite episodes just because it was so much going on and it was so heartfelt and everything. It was really good. So love you guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to check the website because I will be updating it soon. And any inquiries, any advice that you would like to hear from Shay, hit me up at dynastybyshay@gmail.com. XOXO Shay on Twitter with just one A, and XOXO Shay on Instagram with 2 A's, which is all right below. Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your mama, your cousin, your brother, your uncle, and I hope everybody has a beautiful, happy day and get ready for this week. Love you guys. It's your girl Shay, and I'm outie.